Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Academy Aftermath. I'm Matt Burns, and tonight with me we have Jerry Sanchez, and we've also got the new Academy Wrestling Champion. Tonight, lads, I will say a very eventful night. How do you feel that tonight went for yourselves?
Obviously the outcome for me was the one thing I've been dreaming for the last couple of years, so you know, gotta say Eddie Cobain brought it out tonight, but I just think I was the better man and walked away rightful winner.
And
how do you think I feel?
I can imagine it being quite devastated over what happened, and with the short notice as well.
It wasn't so much the short notice. I put myself in that position. It was me that said, like, let's put the belt on the line. It's my doing. It's the outcome that is the one that's frying my brain right now. It's, you know, who played that music? You know, it took me completely out of the game. First of all, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. But that doesn't hide the fact that Joe Black is carrying a belt that doesn't belong to him.
Yeah, I feel as though you would, when I was watching, you were actually had the match ready and won, and then all of a sudden the music played.
I had the match won, you know, that it was there, it was in the palm of my hand, you know, but it's the thing, like, you know, there's no thinking about this. Like, I've been doing this long enough, you know, like, I should know not to be distracted by anything that happens. Like, my focus should have been solely on Joe, and it wasn't, you know. And yeah, ultimately you're left here with a belt and I'm not.
No, it's, you know, no one wants to lose a title that way, being cheated out by someone, not at all, especially a man of his calibre. I mean, he's one of the main reasons I'm stood here with this belt now. You know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him and Tommy Gunn. And there seems to be, someone should be probably maybe looking into that music guy and seeing why that music was played during that match, personally.
I mean, we all know whose music that is.
No, yeah.
We all know whose music that is. That's Jamie Future's music. The guy's suspended. What's going on?
And like you said, with you being distracted, it's not just that, you've got the history between the both of you as well.
We could write a book, like, between me and Jamie Future. But the fact is, like, he's suspended, and still, I'm not making excuses. He got the 3K. That was, you know, whatever. But it's just, I can't, you know, you catch me now, an hour, 2 hours left, and I just lost the title. I don't know what to do.
No, I can understand that, especially with the, you know, how the events played out. I bet you would prefer to have lost it, you know, one-on-one, man-on-man.
You know, I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to lose it. Why would you go into a match wanting to lose a title? You just wouldn't. You know. Like, did you go into your match thinking you're going to lose the shot at the title?
No, I was there to win it. As simple as I wanted there to be pride behind the title. You know, instead of Eddie Cobain using it like a bloody sex toy every time he gets a chance. You know, there's pride behind this. A lot of people have built this. You know, people have built it the way it is now. And you know, Eddie and Future have a lot in common, sadly. You know, Future, you know, he is crazy like a fox, you know. But Eddie is his protege.
No pun intended.
No pun intended there. Eddie is his protege, you know, and Eddie is just as conniving. But tonight, you know, I am a respectful guy. You know, when I'm in there, I'm a fighter. Eddie brought it tonight, you know, took me all the way. You know, there was a hint of cheating in with the bribing with Henshaw. Be interesting to see where Academy management go with him now. But my feelings are at the moment that, you know, anything could happen going forward.
So the one thing we'll state with both title matches, one thing I can pretty much can be reassured that there could be a potential rematch.
Oh, there's going to be a rematch. I'm telling you now. Like, we've got the next show February 10th. I'm calling his ass out. There's no way around it. You know, you don't get a win. I haven't lost in 2 years. You know, this is a massive win for him But he's going to wish February 10th that he never got in the ring with me.
And I take it on when you do actually call your rematch, you're gonna want to be best to be one-on-one, no distractions, man over, man on man, one-on-one, straight down, straight and narrow.
Like at the minute, like I'm angry, okay, and you can probably tell by my demeanour that I'm not really impressed by being here right now. And I would take all three of them right now. I'd love to see them try and stop me right now. But whatever, it's going to come to it February 10th. I'm going to get it one, and he's going to wish that he never got involved.
As for my rematch, possibly, depending. I'm pretty sure that Eddie's allowed a rematch. I'm sure that's in his contract, because we all know that former champions usually get a rematch.
Well, I'm getting one.
Well, you'll get one. So we'll just have to wait and see. If Eddie does ask for that rematch, then you can guarantee that I'm going to turn up and I'm going to give him a fight. Over the past 5-6 months, me and him have been in the same crosshairs, in the sense of Eddie in the future costing us matches, and future interfering in my matches with Eddie, future interfering in matches with him. It needs to come to an end.
You've even had tag matches against them both as well.
We come up short, but there's nothing saying that when we get a one-on-one, eventually, that the results are going to be the same.
That tag match again though, it just shows what they're like. Every time, they come up against two guys like me and Joey, who fight for everything that the academy wants, and we want to push it, we want to get it to the highest stages. We want this place to be rammed full of people because we love doing what we're doing. Yet them two of the guys in that tag match, for instance, have to cheat to get them wins. We're fighters. You've seen it. When we faced each other, it's always a fight.
Well, straight away, when you pair went against each other, it was literally it was mono, fair fight, but then even then, you had that, distraction in the match, which...
I had you beat them too.
It
just comes up, doesn't it? JB Future just comes up and, said, I had you beat. You wouldn't be in that position right now if it wasn't for him. How does that make you feel?
I think you're wrong. I think that match was close up, mate. I think, you were going to tap if there was a couple of minutes extra. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first ever encounter, you beat me hands down. But this second one...
It's always time for another one.
Any time, any place.
And that's one match I'd love to see again, personally. Because I think with both of you, you'd both go tooth and nail against each other and lay everything else in the match. And regardless of the results, I'm pretty sure you may not be happy with one of you won't be happy with the end results, but at least you can take pride in what you've done.
Hey, there's no doubt that I don't respect this guy. This guy is the longest reigning SWA champ. This guy has held many titles. This guy's trained me since I've been here since day one. I respect this guy loads. And I think he would respect the fact that all I want to do is be better than him, which is going to be a hell of an achievement to do. I just want to do better than him. For the one thing, one day he can look at me and go, I'm proud of him. And he does, he supports me every day in life. And if I did face him in the ring and he beat me for the title, then I would be happy that it's going to a rightful guy. But he knows that when he gets in that ring with me, it's going to be a fight. And if there ever comes a time, no matter what the outcome, I look forward to it.
Tommy, book it.
Definitely, that's definitely one to book, and that will be one that would, as the double saying goes, put a lot of butts in seats, and it would. But I know tonight that you are definitely frustrated, but I hope that in your rematch that you do actually get your one-on-one, and same with yourself against Eddie as well for your championship, that it is one-on-one, straight down the middle.
If you want me to be honest, look, if the rematch with me and Eddie does happen, it happens. But I'm looking to the future now, and that is no pun intended at all.
Not like you're crazy like
Not crazy like that. But, you know, I'd be happy now just to leave Eddie in my dust and just, you know, give someone else a chance. You know, there's definitely some worthy guys out there. Damo Scorpio, I've never faced him in the ring. Big Mike Wilde.
Let's mention that match tonight too. Like, it was insane. Tables match, man. It was, you know, you got CJ Connors and Stephen King. You know, like everyone knows what kind of dangerous guys they are. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that you got Harry Crews and Damo Scorpio going toe to toe with them in their type of match, you know, it shows, you know, not only the guts but the fight. You know, like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, we see wars. Do you know, we go through that all the time, but man alive, you know, you watch that stuff and it's just, it's crazy. You know, just crazy.
It was absolutely crazy, and especially with the way it ended as well. It wasn't like it was just, you know, a simple move straight through. It was literally, you know, one of them leaping off the top rope with his spine buster, getting caught in mid-air with his spine buster, straight to the table.
Look, there's no doubt in my mind, Damo Scorpio, Harry Crews, Stephen Keane, CJ Connors are four of the best guys in this industry. There's no doubt in my mind. And tonight they put on a match that was, you know, one of the best matches of the night.
Some would argue the best.
Yeah. It's the best thing about the Academy is that everyone is aiming to be the best, aiming to be number one.
They want to steal the show, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, and it does show, especially like when both me Colin from The Burning Truth, when we come down to review your shows, you can see either listening on the audio or in the written reviews, you can see the enthusiasm that we want to be there, we enjoy it. We love coming down here because the one thing that the Academy brings is the fact that everybody literally puts their heart and soul into every match.
Well, I mean, you look at it, you know, 2 years ago today, we started this, you know, Joey, Edwards, they started this to give us guys that were training the show to go out and prove that we were good enough to do it. That day we probably had, what, 60 people?
We had 100, man.
You know, a lot of people that day for your first ever show. And now we're at, 2 years later, we're filling seats of 160 people on a regular basis. Now, I might hold the title, but that testament of the way the Academy is not just because of one man, not because of two men, it's because the whole roster are there to show why we want to be the best promotion in the country.
Go on, better. It's everyone that comes and pays a ticket to come and see us do this. That's what makes it. And I've said it till I'm blue in the face. Tommy said it till he's blue in the face. The Academy is always about opportunity. It's opportunity for people that can't or don't think they can get booked elsewhere. This is, this is their chance. And it's great to see so many people take it with both hands.
And it's not just that the fact that you're actually getting some new blood on the wrestling scene as well. You're also getting people who are veterans on the British scene also wanting to be involved as well.
I forgot.
Yeah, I'm not a veteran. I'm still in my early stages. But there are people I know that want to come here all the time, and that's because of the kind of shows that we put on. It's because of the fight that we show. Who wouldn't want to be out in front of 160 people? If you're a wrestler and you were offered the opportunity to work at the Academy, you'd be crazy to turn it down.
Agreed.
The fans here are hot. They respect us as we respect them. We love them. We love every bit. There's no happy moment when my music hits and I come out and you hear the roar. It gives me goosebumps every time. Every time. I'm 2 years into it now. But the Academy's only going to grow because of them people.
And it's not just that as well. With each new person that's coming, the competition's getting more fierce and much more harder. And I can imagine with yourself being a champion, that target is getting you know, bigger each time.
You've got a huge target on your back now.
There's going to be a huge target, and I knew that the day I signed up for it, you know, but I don't care. Like I've said to you countless times, anyone who steps in that ring, challenges for this or challenges me, is getting a fight. You know, I'm here to prove why I love doing this, why I am the symbol of Warriors, because I'm a fighter.
Should get a t-shirt.
Step it up to jumpers now.
Well, especially with the weather. But anyway, I think this will be a nice time to wrap up. Thanks for being on the show and whatnot. I appreciate it, and we'll hopefully the next show will actually see an alternative outcome. But there's only one way. There's only one way to find out, by being there at the Academy Retaliation on February 10th.